Hi everyone, I want to share with you my opinion about using Supabase for authentication together with Drizzle ORM. It's terrible. It basically cannot work at all because Drizzle cannot pull the schema for the authentication table, authentication schema. So if you want to use Supabase with Drizzle, you better not need authentication because you will not get it. You either have to roll your own or I don't know, not use Next.js because it's trash. I've also tried it. Look, my use case is an e-commerce shop. Now, all these hosted providers, like Look, are heavily biased about client-side data fetching. But for an e-commerce shop, if you do client-side data fetching, the SEO will be terrible. Google will never index your site because he'll see a blank page and not the products. Google will not see anything because Google does not execute JavaScript on the client. So no client data fetching. Now I will try Lucia-auth. After trying Next.js, which is a complete trash, they never thought even of anonymous sessions, for e-commerce, shopping cart management. I don't want the user to be logged in to add products to their cart. That's absurd. So you need to have an anonymous session. Next.js is out of the question. And it was so complex. The docs were between two domains because they're now switching to a new version. But this new version is in beta, so there's no production version, even though it's the most popular. And secondly, the beta auth. Guys, please do not use it. I mean, it's so bad. I found 3 critical basic bugs. And they were so basic. Like getting your session ID. Yes, I could not get my session ID. It was null. Even though I saw how new records were created every time I refreshed the page. I hit the refresh, saw the new row in the sessions table, but the session was null. And that's not only from me. There are 3 issues on GitHub on this, from 3 weeks. This library is basically unmaintained. If you cannot get your session for 3 weeks, what is it? What's this? Oh, I'm really pissed off. Heavily pissed off. For 3 days I cannot find a authentication solution which I can use over and over again. I can build my own. I have built my own auth system. I don't want to do it every time I start a new project. I'm looking into Lucia-auth now. I like their approach because they focus more on teaching you how to do it rather than giving a specific way of doing it for every possible JavaScript framework. And JavaScript frameworks, they spawn every 2 days. And if you want to have a ultra comprehensive auth solution, you first off have the major frameworks, the libraries, First off, you have the libraries like Svelte, React, Vue, and so on, just for the JavaScript. Then you have the meta frameworks, then you have the frameworks, then you have the ORMs. These are 100+ combinations. It's absurd. You cannot implement for all of a streamlined way. And I found that myself, because when I need something even a bit different than just loading in, good luck. You better be rolling your own auth, because you'll be writing a lot of code. So that's why I like Lucia. It seems lightweight, more focused on learning, but still with some basic features like schema for your ORM, some quick starts. We'll see. I'll make a follow-up video to tell you how it went. But my needs are for an e-commerce shop, and that's a bit more specific because the auth data should be on the server, and on the server only. There's no way to fetch data on the client, because my SEO and key metrics will diminish.